another version of the Hot Seat. I'm Ray Mota from ACG, and we're a networking and telecom company. A few weeks ago, Extreme Networks had a major announcement regarding the control plane of the service management space. What we do in the Hot Seat, as you know, is we literally take a step deeper and try to clarify some of the questions that either service provider had or some of the media had after the announcement. Joining us today is Mark Showalter, who's Senior Director for Service Provider Marketing for Extreme Networks. Welcome, Mark.
Thanks
a lot, Thanks for joining the Hot Seat.
My pleasure. Good to see you.
What I wanted to do is maybe take a step back and talk about Soapstone. So if we look at Soapstone, what they were trying to do is create this agnostic or independent control plane across multiple products. What's happened to the product line ever since Extreme acquired it, and how did it become the Ridgeline product?
You bet. Well, as you know, Soapstone was building a service control plane that was a multi-vendor control plane that simplified provisioning of services for carriers and essentially eliminated the complexity of all the equipment underneath it by abstracting these services. So since the acquisition, which was last year, August of 2009, when Extreme acquired the intellectual property assets of Soapstone, we have combined the software from Soapstone with our Epicenter network management software to create this new Ridgeline Service Advisor. Ridgeline Service Advisor is a service management system for carriers that allows them to do service fulfillment, service engineering, and service assurance. So essentially, the Soapstone software became an asset of ours last year, and then it's been, in the last year, we've been weaving that together with our Epicenter product.
Excellent. So the Epicenter product is more of the element manager,
Exactly.
and then the Ridgeline is the service management product or control plane part of it. Is that correct?
Exactly. Epicenter was focusing on the boxes and the ports
boxes,
as opposed to the service abstraction.
Correct.
The
I
Soapstone
see.
software was.
Now, when I saw the announcement, there was a lot of talk about some of the operational efficiencies, how you can provision and simplify building out some of these new networks. One of the parts that I saw some questions on, there was a gap in the data center. Is there a data center play in this announcement at all?
Definitely. If you look at this whole shift from physical to virtual to the cloud, the line between the network and the data center gets very blurry in cloud computing really quickly. You probably also saw the announcement we made at Interop this year with XNV, the Extreme virtual network virtualization capability that allows the network to monitor virtual machines and how they move around on servers. This announcement got us a finalist for the Best of Show award, and this XNV capability allows a data center operator to be able to track these moves and changes of the virtual server so they can better manage the performance. As you look across different types of customers as well, you look at large enterprises. A lot of those campuses or educational facilities often look like service providers as well, and they need to connect their data center to different groups. And then there's managed hosting providers. If you're a managed hosting provider and you've got a bunch of racks and you're offering services between companies, you want to be able to offer Ethernet connections between them.
I see.
So those are all ways to tie in the data center.
Okay, great. So there's definitely a data center play. Now, I guess just to continue that, from the service provider to the data center, there was some confusion or gaps in the announcement. Is this just a service provider play, or are there opportunities in the enterprise as well?
No, it's not just a service provider play. I think that confusion arose because when we were partnered with Soapstone, they were specifically only developing for a subset of our product line, essentially the carrier products. But since we brought the assets in and integrated it with Epicenter, we've expanded the support to be across all of our Extreme Exos products, including the service provider, data center, and enterprise products, and a bunch of our legacy products with older software as well.
I see. Okay, great. Now, just to summarize, so what's the availability? When is this going to be available to ship?
We're very excited. It's going to be available July 16th of this year, 2010.
Wow, okay,
Very
right
soon.
around the corner there.
Yeah.
Well, Mark, thanks for being on the Hot Seat. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Short notice, and congratulations on the announcement.
Thank
This
you.
is Ray Mota with Mark Showalter. Thank you very much.